Welcome aboard. We are Kathy and Tim, and we retired in 2023 and sold everything, and now we travel the world by air, land, and sea. The Enchanted Princess, inaugural sailing 2021, gross tonnage 145,281 gross tons, crew capacity 1,346, passenger capacity 3,660. Alright, let's get started. While on board, you'll find these electronic signs. These electronic signs make it a little easy to find out what's on each deck and what's about just by touching a button, and then you can scroll through to see what you want to see. Now, they also have another sign on board that allows you to find out what's going on during the day. Same method. Touch, drag, see what's going on at what time and where at on the ship. Hey, let's go see the voice. Maybe not. And you can see at 10, not a lot going on. All right, let's take a look at our room. This is an interior cabin, and we like interior cabins. They tend to be dark. It's got the mini fridge in it, which all of them do. Ours is empty. We got nothing to store. You've got some nice drawers throughout. Now, because come with a hair dryer, and you got these storage drawers. Now, I will say balcony cabins when in the Caribbean, fantastic. You can look right out. Some of your other sailings, like I said, interior cabins just fine. The bed's nice and comfy, and they do have these bedside tables, again with nice storage drawers. You'll notice those little white switches. Well, maybe not. We'll get to those in a second. There we go. Those little white switches do control the lights from the bed, so you can shut them all off without getting out of bed. And on the lampstands, the USB charging port on each lampstand. Makes it kind of convenient for your phones. Alright, now this little automatic light is nice, but it's also a pain in the rear end in the middle of the night. It works as a night light. Alright, let's see, what do we got here but a beautiful bathroom. Same as most Carnival ships. I will say on the Sun Princess, you do have a glass door shower. It's really nice. Here we're still dealing with the curtain. You can see they have the shampoo and the body wash. These are your shelving units, and you do have a safe in there. All right, Santorini dining room. This is going to be your dining room on deck 5. It's kind of a nice place to come. Colors are nice, relaxed. There's 2 sides to get in. One side will be when you have reservations. The other side will be when you're just walking in. All right, let's head out of here. And you can see they do have the menu posted on the wall each day. Like I said, if we cross over to the other side, it looks the same. It's just a different entrance depending whether or not you have reservations. All right, let's take a look at deck 5. First thing you come out of Santorini's is the Internet Cafe. And honestly, this is a really nice place. Relatively large with lots of little computer workstations. I personally never get the internet service, so I don't use this. All right, the Piazza. The Piazza is going to be your main area on the ship. This is where most activities are going to be taking place during the day. Everything from Zumba, dance aerobics, dance lessons will also be done here. Really beautiful place. We're walking through. We're going to head over to the side. We're going to take a look at some of the areas they have here. Now, this is their ice cream shop, believe it or not. You can get different types of ice cream here. It's an upcharge, of course. Now, let's move over to O'Malley's, the Irish pub. Seems like every town I travel to has an Irish pub. Why not the ship too? All right, let's zip over to the other side. Over here, you'll find the International Cafe. Now, this is a great place to get snacks in the morning. You can get a cappuccino type coffee made here. That will be the upcharge, but the food is complimentary. Right next to that is Good Spirits. Good Spirits is a bar where they'll oftentimes have cocktail demonstrations going on and a good gathering place. Now, if we move forward on Deck 5, we come to The Catch by Rudy. This is their seafood restaurant. Take a look inside. It's a little dark. Again, I'm doing this first thing in the morning before everything opens up and there's no people really wandering around. Now, if you do the 360 experience on this ship, you will come through Rudy's to a back area. Really a fun experience, not gonna lie. All right, let's move on out here. Now, also in this area, guest services. This was actually a really nice guest services. It's a very large desk area and they usually had a lot of people working. And over here is your shore excursions. As you can tell, this is a big ship, so I'm trying to zip us around a little bit so we just don't spend time walking too much. This is the Lotus Spa. Now, the Lotus Spa does have a thermal spa with it, and it is a nice thermal spa. Here's an idea of what a treatment room is kind of like. And your beauty salon, of course. Area to get your hair washed. Nails done. And here's the men's barber area. Now you can always tell it's the men's barber area because there's usually one or two chairs. All right, let's head into that thermal spa and take a look at it. Got your towels all set up, both regular and cold. And you can see these loungers, these stone loungers are heated. Those glass doors are your sauna areas. You got the nice thermal pool going on. And you can see they have more of these stone loungers up here. This is actually one of the most popular things on the ship. Usually hard to get into one of these stone loungers just to relax. I'm trying to learn not to get too close to these saunas because they steam up my lens when I video them. And these are the experiential showers. All right, now this is a relaxation room. It's also part of the spa. Come in here and just relax. Read a book, have some nice cold water. All right, we're back out of there and up the stairs. We're heading to Deck 6. Whew. All right, Churchill's Arcade. So this used to be the smoking lounge on this ship. Now it's the playroom for kids. Also like to refer to it as the training ground for the casino. Speaking of the casino, we're gonna go into Take 5. Take 5 is the casino bar. Now, the casino on this ship is divided into two separate rooms. The Take 5 bar and casino area is the non-smoking side. It's really kind of nice. Zip up here. And you can see it's rather large. And like I said, because it's non-smoking, it's a little bit more convenient and comfortable to work. Who's working at a casino? We're spending money. We ain't making money. All right, let's take a look at the smoking side. Now, the casino on the ship is large. Not gonna lie, it's a big casino. We're looking at one aisleway here on the smoking side, and we'll cut across. 2 aisles of casino slots. You got your desk, and you got all the tables. And more slot machines back behind those. So like I said, large casino. All right, let's head out on Deck 6. Now, Deck 5, we saw the bottom of the Piazza. Deck 6 brings us out to the mid-level of the Piazza and the Ocean Terrace Bar. It's always a good place. You have shopping on this level. Now you can see the Ocean Terrace bar is not large, but it is nice to sit there and have a drink and view one of the different small musician groups going on down on the base of the piazza. Not so crowded. Crooner's Bar is always a fun place to come and relax in the evening. They usually have some type of musician going on, either acoustic guitar or piano. And the bar's got some nice drinks, not gonna lie, pretty tasty. All right, let's head aft on the ship back here, and we are gonna go to the Future Cruise Center area. This is an area where you can find about future Princess cruises and also get your future cruise credits. Continuing aft here on deck 6, we come to the Capri dining room. And again, this dining room has 2 entrances to it, and one for reservations, one for walk-ins. And you can see it's just a little brighter colors. Same format, same setup. All right, let's get out of here. I'm gonna head over here. I'm gonna show you what the menu actually looks like on a regular basis. Each day, obviously, it changes, but they do post it up here. You can also find it on the computer program. The app for Princess, the Princess app, will also post this on a daily basis, as well as what the other dining rooms are having. Now on the port side, as we go forward, we come to the art collection area. This is where they have their paintings all listed out for people to purchase in the auctions. If we keep going forward all the way on deck 6, we come to the Princess Theater. Now, this is a comfortable theater, not gonna lie. It's really nice. It doesn't have the posts blocking your view. Seats are a little narrow for us big guys, and honestly, no cup holders, no bar service. What are they thinking? I do recommend you get here early if you want to see shows, especially the production shows. They do get crowded. All right, up on deck 7. Now, this is the top deck of the Piazza area. Now, you notice I've kind of just kept us in the middle of the ship right now going over this stuff because this is where most of the activities are held, like I said. And again, still just a beautiful area. This ship, the Majestic, a few others have this area set up this way, and I just find it really cool. You can see the blue sign, the electronic sign for finding out where you're at. And we got one of the specialty restaurants over here. Now, just like Rudy's before, this is a upcharge. This is the Italian restaurant, the Trattoria. Trattoria? Yeah, that sounds about right. Now, the nice part about this particular area is there is outside dining here. The deck is blocked off on both sides, so that really is just for the restaurant to use these tables. Now, I didn't have an opportunity to eat in here, because I'm kind of chintzy, to be honest with you, but I heard the food was good. All right, now if we come back out, just like the terrace bar below, now we have Bellini's bar. Same small setup. Again, nice little area to be able to watch and listen to music coming from the Piazza lower area. They'll also have little meet and greet times here for different groups. All right, let's keep heading forward. Again, we're on deck 7. We've got another shopping area. We're heading towards the theater. You can see this is primarily clothes. They do have some jewelry, and they do have their watches and different items in this area. Primarily, this is a walkthrough area when you're trying to get to the upper deck of the Princess Theater. And that's where we're headed now. Now, normally these doors are open, but again, I'm here first thing in the morning, so everything tends to be closed up a little bit. And like I said, you can see really not a bad seat. All right, let's get out of here. No sense in going back in there. This is the Captain's Circle area. I don't quite know what the Captain's Circle area is supposed to do, so if you know, leave it in the comments. And again, you can see we're right back out into that shopping area. On this side, we have perfumes, makeup. And this is just another entrance to that same shop. And yes, Pandora, where you can get your free jewelry. They oftentimes give out the bracelet little charms. All right, let's head up to the next restaurant that's up here. Gigi's Pizzeria. Gigi's Pizzeria is also an upcharge restaurant, and it also has outdoor seating. All right, we're going to continue to head aft or to the back of the ship on deck 7, and this is kind of their promenade area. The first thing we come to is the Princess Live area. Now, this area has a bar, and it also has an area where they'll do different game show type things. But you can see it starts with the signage on both sides. And over here, you can oftentimes get specialty things dealing with your medallions, whether it be the bracelets, the necklaces. And like I said, here's the bar for Princess Live Cafe. And this is actually the Princess Live area. A little bit different than on some of the ships where this area is actually closed off. This is a much more open area. They've got some seating over here. All right, let's keep moving back. Now, this next one that we come to, it's actually one of my favorites on the ship, and that's the Crown Bar and Grill. I know, surprise, a bar is my favorite place. But again, here they've got a lot of live music playing and a lot of areas to just sit and relax, play table games, just enjoy the music. As we turn in here, we're going to go past the bar and actually into the Crown Grill. This is the steakhouse on Princess. Pretty nice looking place. All right, let's head on out and keep going towards the aft or rear of the ship. Again, we're on deck 7, so just realize there's not a lot more past this as far as entertainment areas. This is where they've got the music normally playing. And that brings us to the Vista Lounge. And the Vista Lounge is where you're going to find comedy and different music venues going. Different music artists, I guess venue's not the correct word. It's a nice place. Comfortable. Can get very crowded when they're going to have the comedy shows. At least on our sailing, a lot of people were coming into the show prior to the comedy and not leaving. So do realize that they don't actually clear out the venue prior to the next show starting. All right, let's head on out of here. I love this boat. All right, we're actually going to drop down one floor down to deck 6. And the reason for this is I'm going to show you another one of the dining rooms. And this is the one where you're going to have your breakfast brunch area on this ship. Amalfi dining room. I'm probably butchering the names. Again, doors locked, not locked, closed, so we're going to head on in there. And normally, again, this is all opened up when they're serving. I never quite figured out this round table with the fancy seats. I was told you can reserve it for special occasions. All right, let's make our way out of here. Now, as you know, we're full-time travelers, so we're always either on a ship or on land. So this is always important to me, the laundry facilities. Not every ship has it. Most, I believe actually all Princess ships do have a laundry room. Coin-operated type thing. There's 2 washers, 2 dryers on this side. And then you've got your tokens that you purchase. And you purchase those with your medallion through that machine right there. You can get laundry detergent here. They also do have irons available. Like I said, 2 washers, 2 dryers on this side. And we'll head over here. Same setup, 2 washers, 2 dryers. All right, we're out of here. The Lido deck. This is where the majority of the people spend their time in the sun and eating at the buffet. I guess you'd call it a buffet. Now, as far as Lido decks areas go, this is pretty comfortable. Out here, they will have a little pizzeria and some different bars going on. You can see they have the hot tub and they have 2 pools. All right, let's head on down the deck. There's pool number 2. They got the big jumbo screen. And we're going to go in here and take a look at what's going on inside the buffet. Now, another thing I haven't figured out on the ship is why they have different areas in the buffet named different things. Like this is the Horizon buffet. I don't know. Over here is the coffee drink section where you can serve yourself. They also will have wait staff helping you with that. And now this little cross area where you can cross over to the other side, this is kind of their bread area. That's what that display is telling you. So you're going to find a lot of the pastries up here, non-gluten area. You're also going to find your desserts here. And they will make coffee, special order coffees in the morning for you. And there you go, over to the other side. All right, let's step out the back of the ship. So that's where we came from. Now we're going to go this way. And this is the complete aft of the ship. You can see they have seating out here. This is one of the special things to think about when you're on this ship, is that you can get your breakfast from the buffet in the morning and come eat it outside. It's really nice. And they've got the juice station out here going. You can get your lemonade and your water out here. Of course, they have a swimming pool. Now, this is probably one of the smaller pools on the ship. You can tell it's rocking a little bit this morning. And that's what it looks like when you look back towards the bar. Yep. Oh, 20 to 6. I'm up early this morning. What am I doing up so early doing this? All right. That gives you an idea of what this aft area on the Lido deck looks like. Now we're going to go up a flight or two. So that was deck 16. And now we're going to find ourselves on deck 18. Now this is the sports track area. 7 laps, makes a mile. Fine print right there. Woohoo! Gorgeous morning. So this is that rubberized deck material that they have on most ships. You can tell this is a full-size basketball court here. They'll also have pickleball going on different times. A little windy. All right, let's keep walking. I'm on a jogging track. Maybe I should pick up the pace. And just so you know, this is as close as I get to jogging. Hey, we're sailing by an island. Didn't realize that. Okay, let's keep moving. Now, they work hard at keeping this ship clean. I'm going to give them credit for that. They do a good job. All right, let's go up these stairs right here. We're going to go up and check out the mini golf. Now, when we primarily think of mini golf, we're thinking of that miniature golf course. Well, you're not going to find that on this ship. This is just a putting green up here. Big green AstroTurf area. We got some putters, and I have no idea what those giant balls are used for. All right, let's get back down onto deck 18, and then we're going to drop down a deck here. Head over to these stairs. Take you to another place that I rarely visit on a ship, but I'm doing it just for you. Now remember, we're still in the aft portion of the ship here. We're going to go in those doors right there. Yep, the fitness center. Everybody wants to see what the fitness center is like. Very few people actually visit it. Now, this is one of the nicer fitness centers. It does have a large selection of aerobic equipment, stationary bikes, treadmills, elliptical machines. Hey, there's one guy. Now, just across from the elliptical machines, you find their aerobic room. Now in here, they're going to have their cycling classes, their yoga classes, their stretching, all the fun stuff that I should go do, but I've been holding off. All right, let's get out of here before I break a sweat. Oh, over here we've got some dumbbell free weight bench setup. And we've got a few of the weight machines. Not as large as some ships, but still a good selection to work with. All right, back outside. So we're on deck 17, perusing the side here. Here's another jacuzzi. And now we've got some seating areas over here. Now we're going to make a left-hand turn right here. So we're actually turning right underneath the Jumbotron. You could take a look there, and we're going to head in. And these right here, this is the kids area. Now as we cruise around the kids area, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hopefully this video has been helpful for you and you've enjoyed it. If so, thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We'd much appreciate it. All right, as we get going through here, you can see there's lots of stuff for the kids to do. It's divided up by age groups in different areas. And they do have staff working with the kids all the time. Now, with that said, on our particular cruise, we only had, I want to say, 1 or 2 kids on the entire ship. The staff did tell me they were not doing a whole lot. So this I was able to film during the day. All right, let's get out of here and head back outside. This is just a beautiful view, isn't it? Now up here on deck 17, you'll also find a couple more jacuzzis. There's one like this on each side. Then you can see there's one in the middle, 2 in the middle. All right, we're going to keep moving forward. Now this particular ship actually has 4 swimming pools. There's the 2 in the middle right here. I showed you the one in the back. And now we're going to head up towards the one in the front. Now, the pool in front is called the retreat pool. The retreat pool is the adults only pool. Woohoo! Now, just like the rest of these swimming pools on this ship, it kind of sits down a little bit. So you can see where it's surrounded by the upper deck. They have those lounge chairs down here. This area usually gets full. It's usually quiet. This is where the adults come to relax. And of course, we do have the adult beverage area for the adults only area, also known as a retreat pool bar. All right, one last place to show you on the ship, and that is the sanctuary. Now, the sanctuary, let's talk about this area outside the sanctuary. This is available to you. It's not for the upcharge. The sanctuary itself, it's an upcharge. And for good reason. It does come with drinks up here, your orange juice, your water. You get a bento box for lunch you can order. There is a jacuzzi up here. And of course, if you get the private room area here, the cabana area, it's going to cost you more. But all in all, it is a nice place to come and relax. I hope you've enjoyed this time going around the Enchanted Princess. I hope I've showed you a few things. Again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button. And remember, when cruising, take every moment to just enjoy where you're at and what's going on in life, because it's not worth stressing about. Thanks again for watching. Keep cruising through retirement.